I'm a Fupa Fella. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't belong here.
I'm a Fupa Fella.
I'm a Fupa Fella.
Whoa, yeah, I'm a cool guy.
I want to draw big girls. I want to draw them real big.
That's true.
I'm not joking now.
This is not a
I'm
joke.
not exaggerating.
We're being sincere when we say this.
Being sincere. I want to draw them massive, the size of skyscrapers.
Wow.
Fucking skyscrapers. I'm a Fupa Fella. I'm a Fupa Fella. What's wrong with me?
There we
All
go.
right.
That was Radiohead, everyone.
Right,
They did, unfortunately, they did kind of not want to do it at all for some reason, but we got it out of them. We tricked them.
That was Radiohead, in case you couldn't tell.
That was the real Radiohead. We
in case you never heard that song before.
you might have heard it in the hit film Book of Life. Well, guess what? You also heard it on the
Book of Life.
On Fupa Fellas.
Yeah, we're the Fupa Fellas.
That's us.
You know, I was kind of pissed when they used it in Book of Life, not because like the song is overplayed, but because I'm like, he's not that much of a weirdo.
He's kind of like a square-jawed Chad. Like, he just sort of likes doing music and not killing bulls.
Yeah, it's like, well, I guess in his town, that's a weird thing, right? I really do hate it when, okay, I don't hate it. I'm not like nostalgia critic, hating on something kind of like level up thing, but I hate it when like kind of there's something similar in the animated film Mitchell versus the Machines where she says like, we're like the worst family in America, and I'm like, there's no way you're the worst family in America. You have both of your parents are still together.
Yeah, come on, what's your frame of reference here? All right, I think you might be overacting a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like, maybe if your dad was also your brother, that would be like a right step.
Yeah, maybe you'd be in the top 100 by that point, buddy.
Yeah, and if your mom was addicted to alcohol and meth, maybe. But,
at the same time.
And also, the whole film is about... The whole film is about driving her to college, which is like, okay, first of all, you can afford college.
Oh, look, Miss, I can go to college. Miss, I have a future.
I can go to college. I have the worst family because my chud dad doesn't like that I make quirky little big chungus animated TikToks.
My dad doesn't know how to use the iPad. It pisses me off. Yeah,
it pisses him off. He wanted to live in a log cabin by himself.
My dad was trying to Kaczynski Max, and I wanted to make my cool little grumpy cat AMVs.
That was like the original pitch was like, oh, what if Ted Kaczynski had like a Tumblr daughter?
Yeah, Ted Kaczynski dad or Tumblr daughter. You the viewers decide.
You decide. Speaking of which, I do wanna mention, I think our first episode was a big success.
Absolutely.
Because we've passed over 300 views, and that's a success for like, I think that's a success for like a no name podcast.
Yeah.
I slapped together the visuals like in the last second. I really had no idea what anything would look like. I think
no, listen, no, that'll have lore implications later on once we get to the end of season 1, guys. Don't you worry.
That's true.
That's what you gotta tell them.
We should have like 500 episodes and be like, all right, that's the end of season 1.
I always love when web shows do like seasons like that. It's like, what are you talking about, man? What do you mean this is season 1 of the Irate Gamer?
I guess like, because sometimes with like creatives, you have kind of a thought process where it's like, oh, okay, well, obviously in the back of my mind, I kind of had this kind of theme going on with all my videos, which like, who's to say they're talented enough that theme comes across to the audience or whatnot, you know? So you watch like any fucking Irate Gamer video and you're like, can you even tell the difference between a season 1 episode and a season 2?
Yeah.
And you might not be able to tell, but Irate Gamer probably like knows like, oh, I know the clear like distinct line between a season 1 episode and a season 2 episode, and it could just be that he moved to a different apartment for all we know. Or...
yeah, it's just I think what you got to do is you got to do it by just different phases or different eras. I think makes sense for AVGN, maybe different phases of the Norwood scale.
That'd be awesome.
This is a Norwood 3 AVGN, you can tell.
The episodes were a lot better when he wasn't too far gone down the Norwood scale. I actually don't. What direction does the Norwood scale go? Like top bottom, or
the higher it is, the bolder you are. So it goes from 1 to like 7, like Star Wars.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, for all the good Star Wars movies, am I right?
All the good Star Wars is you're definitely seeing some head up there, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're definitely getting some head by seeing the Star Wars movies. You're right.
Who hasn't gotten head seeing Star Wars? Who's getting head seeing Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters now? Comment below.
Damn, you're right. I think what was it that I love the comment people are saying like they're missing out on like $10 million by just calling the movie the Baby Yoda movie.
Yeah, no, like they're really trying to push Grogu, and it's like no one fucks with that name, bro.
No, it's an awful. Like I get it, it's funny, but no one's calling him. That's like growing up. Like you would hear people call Pennywise "It the Clown," right? Because they just thought like, oh, that's his name, right? Like It the Clown. And it's like, no, his name is Pennywise. But no one really has time for like Pennywise, and people are paying like half attention to the movie, Yeah. Nah. That's something you gotta know. People are paying half attention to things. So like, someone could watch all episodes of Mandalorian and forget his name is Grogu, or they just never registered, or they were on their freaking phone. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's Baby Yoda. So like, just call it the Baby Yoda movie.
I guess the idea is that they don't want to. If they call him Baby Yoda, it's like, okay, is he Yoda's son? Did Yoda impregnate another Yoda, and that this is like him dodging child support? Like, why did he? Is that why he was in that bog?
he went to Dagobah to escape child support.
Because that baby was alive for 50 years. Like Yoda had to have known that baby was around.
Maybe he had no idea, man. Maybe we're racist to assume all Yodas know each other.
Well, I'm just saying, George Lucas won't tell us anything about him, so I just assume they're all one big family.
Baby Yoda isn't a George Lucas creation, though. Baby Yoda is very like OC.
That's true.
I think George Lucas would just come up with a whole new. George Lucas was very much always like, we need to introduce a whole new tiny alien. Like all of his movies, he would always be like, okay, then in this planet, there's a whole new species of tiny little guys, right? He was very much a big proponent of like, there's got to be a new type of little guy in each one of these movies, right? That's a quality I really love about George Lucas, Yeah. And I agree, we do need more like tiny little guys in every movie.
Exactly. Disney, they can't really get the tiny little guy meta down. They try to make him too cute with the ideas. They need to look like something you could throw at a wall and it would make like a noise.
Throw the wall quality, right?
Like when I think of Salacious B. Crumb, I only have hatred when I look at that thing. I want to kick it.
Want to grab him and chuck him. I think they were on the right path with Babu Freak in Rise of Skywalker. Babu Freak was pretty good. Yeah. He had a catchphrase too, which was great. Like shit he would say.
Yeah, no, they got.
He's also going to be in
Mandalorian.
In Grogu and Mandalorian. Yeah, I saw him in the trailer. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. He was in a whole like little cart with all those freaks. And I was like, there he is. He's found his family. He has an
extended Babu family of sorts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch that on Disney Plus.
Yeah, we all love Disney Plus here, folks. I feel like when it comes to Yoda's race, what you need to do is sort of implement like the Dragon Ball rule, right? Where it's like, you know how Piccolo, he's like a baby for like 3 years and he just turns into like a grown adult man and stays that way for like 7,000 years. We need to implement a teen Yoda somehow that Mandalorian has to deal with.
I think it'd be cool if like the Mandalorian dies and Baby Yoda gets so mad he Super Saiyans into an adult Yoda. Like he's all buff.
Just a fully grown adult Yoda. Just like
right, exactly. Yeah, it's just like a Piccolo reskin, but it's Yoda ears.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and he's fighting whoever the fuck they're fighting in Mandalorian, and Grogu fucking like Super Darth Maul or whatever the fuck, whoever is the bad guy in Mandalorian. I'll say this, maybe it's a sin, but I have not seen any episodes of Mandalorian.
You have not? Yeah, even the first 2 seasons?
No, and isn't there only 2 seasons? Or how many seasons are there now?
I think there's 3. I only really watched the first 2 seasons because like I liked them, but like there was something at the end of season 2 that just sort of disappointed me because it was just like, oh, okay. Like, I'm assuming you don't care about spoilers.
No.
Well, at the end of it, basically, because like I think the thing that made people like The Mandalorian so much is that it was so divorced from like the Skywalkers and whatever. Like it felt like it was in its own sort of realm, and then at the end of it, he ends up handing the Baby Yoda to like a 70s Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker, but it's like a CGI puppet of him, and it's like, okay, well, that's less interesting.
And it'd be really funny if Grogu doesn't trust him because Grogu could see that he's CGI. And gets all freaked out. He starts doing he's like hyperventilating.
Yeah, there is a 3rd season, so I guess Luke is like, this thing's stupid, and like throws it back. So I don't know what happens there.
He chucks Baby Yoda.
Chucks Baby Yoda out the back of his ship, and he lands on some planet.
Right, and then he has to reunite with Mandalorian.
Exactly.
This is so cool. This sounds like the kind of adventure I want to get into, folks. But let's talk about movies that really matter.
Yeah, like speaking of galactic adventures.
Speaking of galactic adventures, the Super Mario Galaxy movie came out, and I know you saw it, Spo.
Yes.
But I haven't. But I'm gonna say this. You go ahead and spoil it for me. I don't care because I have full confidence. I played Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
So I have full confidence they adapted the Super Mario Galaxy game correctly on film. They did everything right. They didn't do any weird choices. They didn't do nothing that would alienate the real fans. Is that true, Spo?
I think they definitely didn't alienate the gamers, which is very important for Illumination and Nintendo, I'd imagine. The people, when it goes on the Nintendo Direct and Miyamoto says, we think you'll love looking at all the Easter eggs, that really gives me hope that this is going to have a narrative and a story and coherent things going on in it, and not just jangling keys for babies.
If they were smart, they should have released they should have released the movie on Easter because it has so many Easter eggs. It's like
oh yeah, Miyamoto was really kicking himself for that one for sure. But yeah, no, listen, you don't got to worry about the plot. They're how the first Mario movie, there's an attempt to have at least some kind of coherent narrative.
There's an idea.
There's
plot beats.
There are plot beats.
Paper.
There's something that's being built up to in some way, even if it's it kind of ditches that at the 11th hour a bit. Well, yeah. Don't worry about that. There's none of that in the Mario Galaxy movie. They were finally...
They got rid of the plot beats were holding us back.
They were finally, we don't have to deal with Mario's family and, the real world. We can just, have them go from set piece to set piece. And, I think it's very economic storytelling.
It's accurate to the games, because in the games you are going from set piece to set piece.
Exactly.
Right.
you might say that it's a movie and maybe characters need to like say things and have interactions.
Nah.
You don't need that.
Nah, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you saying?
This is a new era, all right? This is all about something that can be on the background while you're on your phone gambling. The version I watched had a lot of Indian gambling ads for some reason. I'm not sure what that meant diegetically to the narrative. There was also...
I think you're thinking of the scene in Wart's Casino. I think
yeah,
that's the scene you're talking about.
Yeah,
there was a bunch of Indian gamblers in there.
They were looking at a screen and it panned to an ad for some sort of Indian gambling site with like some kind of language subtitles that I couldn't see. But I assume that's all part of the experience of the film because it's... The Wart stuff was interesting because it's like, I feel like you can tell the people who are making this really wanted to do that, but there was like enough mandates like, no, you need to do a Galaxy and Odyssey stuff and not...
You need to Galaxy and Odyssey stuff.
You decrepit millennials, you're not getting Wart. This is all the Wart you're getting.
They should have had Wart, and then in the middle of the movie, Mario wakes up. He's like, "Oh, that was just a dream. I'm really in Super Mario Galaxy."
Just says that to the camera. Yeah, no.
If you said that to the camera, no one would think that's weird. I feel like you'll still see the crop of people on social media being like, "Oh, it's just a fucking kids film. These guys, these critics, they want Goodfellas, they want Godfather. Don't they know this is a kids film?" Yeah. And I'm like, okay, Super Mario Goodfellas would go hard, dude. Stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stop lying.
Don't lie to yourself.
I would watch the shit out of it. That would go so fucking awesome.
I would love it if Tony Soprano and his friends like knocked Pushy into the ocean, and then he's like goes to his Mario World 1-2 level where he's swimming around shooting fireballs at squids. What are you talking about?
And he gets in the frog, Tony Soprano in the frog suit swimming around Jersey Bay.
No, yeah, this is what we need for Mario 3. But it's just like the first Mario movie is like a perfectly passable or whatever. Like it's fine. Like
it's fine.
But it's like, I guess like that one making $1 billion made them kind of realize, oh, we really don't got to try anymore. We can like just have Star Fox appear and for no reason and just say, whatever, he's from another universe. Maybe a Smash universe, guys.
The thing is, like, did they even have to say he's from another universe? Because they go into space, they can just say he's just from another planet. Or I guess maybe if he was there, then the Star Fox team would have to be there. So they want to make it make a little sense. Like, okay, this is why we're not seeing. This is why we're not seeing. Freaking. I'm trying to think of a random. This is why we're not seeing Jonah Hill voice Slippy Toad.
So, this is why we're not seeing Scarlett Johansson voice Crystal. The world's not ready for that. And probably won't be at least until 2035.
I know that Miyamoto saw Zootopia and be like, "Fuck, we need that.
We need one of those.
We need that in the next movie.
Do we have one?
We have a fox guy. Put him in the movie. Make him real sexy."
I feel like they're definitely doing with Fox in this that they did with Donkey Kong in the original, right? Where they're like, okay, let's see if we can get this guy back in the public consciousness so we can release our new game that changes.
Release our new game, which is a remake of 64 again.
Just 64 yet again.
Just
They'll
64
say, do a barrel roll.
Fucking again. Oh my god! I can't wait for fucking Morgan Freeman, Pepe. That's his name, right? The rabbit guy. Yeah, he says do a barrel roll. That's gonna be so epic. Do a barrel roll.
I think they need to make Neil deGrasse Tyson say do a barrel roll as Pepe. Actually, I think
they should make him wolf.
They should make him wolf. Like, it's not possible for a fox to be in the sky like this. It's like, I'll show you, you motherfucker.
He could be trying to think of a fucking Gabriel Iglesias as Pigmon, and he has sounds Mexican.
Yeah, we love Gabriel Iglesias here, friend of the show.
We love Gabriel Iglesias, friend of the show. Michael B. Jordan Falco, and these could all be true. because all they do is look up actors and they just hire the first guy they see.
Who's the most famous guy? All right, yeah, no, that's George Lopez. Yeah, no, he's definitely Slippy.
George Lopez as Fox's father.
I like the idea. Fox McCloud is he's a very Mexican coded character, you'd say then.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not? Fuck it. Earlier I was thinking, like, I remember a couple days ago I was thinking, like, damn, how would they make a Smash Brothers movie? But then once this one came out and they realized, oh, there's no plot. Oh, they can definitely make a Smash Brothers movie if they just make it just like this.
Exactly, just have shit happen.
References galore.
Just
make shit happen.
That's what you like to see. While I'm on my phone, I need to think. I don't know what's happening in this movie. That means it's bad because I was on my phone.
Right, exactly. They got to incorporate that into movies now. I think, man, I was wondering what's like the worst thing about, because at the end of the day, it's just another movie, whatever,
Yeah.
But it's like, what is like the thing here? Is it that like, damn, it sucks that like something that just feels like a TikTok like feed is doing really well, and like what is that gonna say about like other movies like coming in? Because at this point probably the best movie based on a video games is still the Angry Birds movie. Like that had like a story, and like they finagled like a whole thing out of the games, and it made sense.
Yeah. I feel like the Sonic movies do a pretty good job of having like an actual story to them. Like the characters actually like interact with each other, and there's like there's low points and like stuff. Like it's not a high bar, but
there's arcs.
There's
it's not the most complicated. Yeah, it's not the most complicated stuff, but I mean it's Sonic, so it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You don't have to, right? Just as long as like there's like a whole like story to them. Like say what you want about like the human characters, but like I like it when a movie makes like I respect the movie more if they made a change and they're committed to that change, because then it shows that they're not like they have like a weak spine or anything, right? Yeah. They're not just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, we're never gonna talk about Mario's family ever again. If they were real smart, they would have put Mario's family in the movie, and now Mario has to drag his family all over Galaxy. God. Why did they gave him like 5 different uncles in the last movie?
Yeah, I know. He has so many. He has such a large family. I feel like you get a fun scene of him just bringing Peach home and be like, hey, here's my girlfriend I found in another world. Like, I feel like that's like I feel like the Sonic movie would do a scene like that. The Mario movie would never, that's why the Sonic movies are superior.
Exactly. That being said, I have very low opinion about the Sonic movies. To me, the Sonic movies are like, what if Alvin and the Chipmunks had superpowers? That's like the vibe that I get from these movies, and I'm like, well, what I would want is just like people are gonna hate me for this because they say like, oh, it's overdone, but you just do the Spider-Verse Sonic movie, just do the Sonic movie that looks like a Spider-Verse, because I think that would do gangbusters.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, we're definitely grading on a curve here, and like there's definitely I think you bringing up Spider-Verse definitely says there's like a scale here from like when you're making an adaptation movie of something very weird. You either could, on one end is Spider-Verse and on the other end is the Mario movie, and it's like finding that sort of way to thread the gap where it's like, okay, this has no plot and is just made so that people can make videos about pointing at Easter eggs.
The thing is like, Cause I'm a big fan of when things are like unconventional, but I guess like it's that thing where if someone like told me, oh, there's like a Czechoslovakian film that's in black and white that has no plot, to me I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome.
Exactly.
That sounds cool. That sounds interesting. But if someone told me that like a corporation made a movie like that, I'm like, okay, well now it's a corporation involved. Now I have like a different opinion. I expect things. I have a little bit like more standards because like it's made by literally a machine.
Yeah.
As opposed to like something that's like more coming from like someone's like, you know, artistic soul or just a soul person, and they're putting their experience like out there. You know, I'm not expecting like Shigeru Miyamoto to go like, oh, this is what like Mario means to me, because a lot of times he I think he was quoted saying recently that he feels like Mario's finally a character.
Yeah.
Which like some people are getting mad about, but to me I'm like, that kind of makes sense, because like his whole philosophy was always gameplay first. Right? And we're very lucky that he's also very talented, that the gameplay has always been pretty good, like pretty consistently like well made in Mario games, right? You know, but I guess he just never like, I don't know, like he would hear Charles Martinet like do the wahoo, and he's like, this isn't a real guy.
Yeah.
This is just a little thing.
Yeah.
This is just like an excuse to make a video game, right?
That's Chris Pratt. However, this is a real guy. He's a real man in my house, and I appreciate him.
He's a real man that exists in my house. I still don't like his Mario voice. It feels like he doesn't got his heart in it almost, you know?
Yeah. He's kind of half-assing it, and you know, I will say, you know, Brie Larson, she does very good for Rosalina for like the 10 minutes she's in the movie before she just kind of gets fridged, unfortunately, or I guess she gets covered in purple goo.
Oh, okay. Well, hold up. So, purple goo?
Yeah, but you know, Bowser Jr. comes to her house and is like, I'm gonna slime you now, and he does.
And Bowser Jr. takes off her shoes and covers her feet in purple goo.
Exactly.
Oh, now I got my purple goo all over your feet. You can't escape.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was an interesting like shot that they lingered on for a while. I don't. You were talking about like artistic intent and like movies not having a plot. I'm not sure what that meant when she was like flopping her feet around in the goo like that for an extended period of time. It almost seemed like motion captured, but you know, it's
crazy. She only has 7 minutes in the movie, but 5 of those minutes are her like splashing her feet in the purple goo.
She loves that goo. I feel like she should hate it, but she loves it.
She's like, oh no, don't put purple goo on my feet. No.
Yeah. I think we got,
like, yeah, you don't like that.
Don't worry. For the thumbnail, we're gonna draw Peach and Rosalina kissing passionately on the mouth. I didn't catch the rest of the video movie I was watching, but I assume that's fine to do.
I assume it's, I assume that's what happens at the end when Mario tries to shake. Mario's all like, oh man, I'm sorry about that awkward, like when I try to shake your hand instead of giving you a hug. And then Peach's like, that's okay, Mario. I found my epic cool girlfriend in space. We're gonna make out sloppy style in the purple goo.
Yeah, but mean to say, Peach, I'm actually gay. I've taken my glove off. This is my wedding ring for Luigi over there. We're actually not brothers. that was a crazy moment.
And Luigi's like, well, I'm actually cheating on you with Yoshi. He puts his tongue in my butthole.
Luigi, you're fucking the dog. That was another thing where it's like Yoshi kind of just like they kind of get him out of some rocks and he's just kind of their friend, which is like, you know, another movie may have the plot be earning his trust or something, but you know, the Mario movie goes one step beyond, just says, nah, he's just cool, he's just kicking it with him now. It's
realistic to the game, because in the game you free him and he's all like, yahoo, thanks for freeing me, now I'm gonna help you on your adventure.
Exactly.
And that literally is what happens in the movie, which is, I think, the frustrating thing is that he was like the cliffhanger. He was like the end credit scene was the Yoshi egg, and when I saw that in the first movie, I was like, but we already saw what a Yoshi looks like. Like, why are they like hyping this up? Like, and then he gets kind of just like, okay, we got over Yoshi pretty fast, and then at the end of this movie, we got Princess Daisy, and I'm like, was she gonna be like plot crucial, or is everyone just gonna be friends with her instantly, and then we're gonna go fight? I don't know.
I think the thing with the issue with Daisy is that she's kind of a massive step down in every way. Like once you do Galaxy and Rosalina, it's like, well, you gotta do Super Mario Land. Is that the next frontier? Is Land?
Right. Yeah.
No one cares about.
No, they should do Super Mario Bros. 2. It's all a dream, and Mario wakes up, and then we get a Mario movie with like a plot.
So it was like, it was a social experiment. Miyamoto wanted to see if people would defend this movie, and then like, don't worry guys, we got a real movie coming. That was an experiment. Wait, you didn't actually defend this online, did you? Were you crazy?
Mm-hmm. Shigeru Miyamoto is going to release a blank game, and he's going to be like, imagine the gameplay, and Nintendo fans are going to be like, oh, I see it.
Exactly, it's about time.
Mario wakes up, he's like, oh, Luigi, I thought we were on a crazy adventure into space. He's like, oh, Mario, what are you talking about? We were ordinary plumbers in New York City.
Oh, there was a space lady. She was covered in goo. It's like, Mario, do I have to wash your sheets again? They're all sticky and white.
She was splashing around in the goo when she was getting in between her toes. And she's like, I'm be all slippery. I can't walk. My feet are all I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck here.
She couldn't go anywhere, Luigi. I needed to protect her.
That's great. This is really cool. I love that moment in the Fupa Fellas episode where they didn't review the Mario movie. They just talked about Rosalina stomping around in goo on her bare feet.
Listen, they put her in a gun, and the gun sucks her dry, much like Lucifer and Has Been Hotel season 2, which I'm sure Cheesy has also seen.
Sure, yeah, no,
yeah. See,
yeah.
I mean,
we're all
of course, we're on the same page.
Yeah, he goes to the hotel. Yeah,
he goes to the hotel to get sucked.
Yeah, it all happens in the hotel, right? Like, because there has been, they're in the hotel. I've seen the show.
You think that, but actually, not a lot of hotel stuff. It's usually just about whatever the new sexy guy is.
That's messed up. That's fucked up. Someone should tweet Busy Pop. They're barely in the hotel.
Why ain't they in that damn hotel at Fifty Pop?
That's like, imagine if it was called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Will Smith is barely in the show. What the fuck's the point?
Exactly.
It's kind of like Family Matters, and like over the course of the show, it just became about Urkel. Right? It's not about the hotel anymore. It's about everything outside the hotel now.
It's like that, except Urkel appears like in the next season, and it's all about Urkel. It's like they don't even try to make it about the family. It's like it's the Urkel time.
They wanted to do like some analog horror shit. The family members keep disappearing one by one. Dude,
Urkel analog
over the course of the show.
I think we got some there.
Analog horror.
There it is.
Yeah, I think there's potential with that idea. I was thinking back to Shigeru Miyamoto. What was his problem with the first live-action Mario movie? And I think we know now. His obvious issue was that there wasn't enough references in that live-action one, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't like no Mr. Game & Watch, no Fox McCloud, no Little Mac, no freaking Donkey Kong, like. Yeah, where is all that stuff? He wanted the movie to look like a fucking. You ever been to? There's to conventions where there's these massive booths, and they have just on their like makeshift walls, they have nothing but like nerdy shirts, like video game shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that's what like the background of the Mario movie looks like to me.
Yeah, just like
it's
generic,
just like all these like
character.png t-shirts that will disintegrate in the washing machine.
Right, because that was another and maybe it's like, maybe this is on me. Maybe this is my fault. Because I know too much about Nintendo games. We know too many Easter eggs and fun facts. So I'm taken back when Mario walks by Ice Climber's ice cream parlor or whatever the fuck, or fucking Kid Icarus laundromat or whatever, because I know what the fuck those things are. I'm like, oh shit, it's the thing, and now I'm taken out of the movie. Maybe like the best way to watch this movie is if you're like a pure child who hasn't like played it. You don't even know what a video game is.
Yeah, you gotta be a baby straight out of the like still placenta on your scalp as you're watching this, seeing Rob the Robot for the first time and thinking, damn, that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. This Mario world is filled with a lot of interesting characters, and then you play Mario Strikers, and you're like, where the fuck is Rob? I want to play as Rob.
I looked up Rob the Robot. All I saw was this white man at a Norwood 3 fighting him.
I think yeah, that wasn't my first introduction to Rob. I think it was Brawl, and I think that's like true for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it was for me too. I saw it and it's like, that's pretty neat, little deep cut.
That's neat. And then James like, no, he sucks actually. Here's watch my video where he sucks balls and he tries to stop my nuts.
It's kind of fucked up. He kind of stole from the Irate Gamer there, because Irate Gamer's the first one who did that. You know, I mean, Irate Gamer didn't get all big and get his cool gun out and like kill Rob, but you know, it's like the principle of it all.
You think? I think it's yeah, well, Irate Gamer did like pulled out his pants to take a diarrhea dump on Bugs Bunny. All right, so
yeah, no, that's probably the best AVGN episode. I love when he like throws Bugs Bunny around. It's very obviously no one's in the suit, so he like kicks the head. It just like is malleable and plush. Yeah,
that was awesome. It's like in his shitty old place too, where he used to live.
Yeah, where he had his gamer den.
Right, his gamer den where he can have everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but yeah, Mario movie. Can't wait for the next one.
What do we give it on the Fupa ranking? All right.
Fupa ranking. I don't know. 2 out of 10 Foops.
2 out of 10 Foops. All right.
But let's just keep in mind that we're gonna have to go back and change this ranking when we review another movie, because then we're gonna have a better idea. Like, okay, there's no way, there's no way this movie's better than Monkey Bone. You know, when we get to that.
Monkey Bone so far is the only 10 out of 10 Foops right now. You just have to watch it to see. Yeah,
that might change. I'm open for it to change. So far, that's.
If you know a movie better than Monkey Bone, you can certainly comment it. But we will be honest below. If it's not better than Monkey Bone.
And don't look it up. Don't look up a movie and be like, well, this one always got to be out. No, just off the dome. Just type in whatever instantly comes to your head. If I said that, like, oh, Monkey Bone is the greatest movie in the world, what's the first movie that comes to your mind that you think, well, no way it's better than freaking Son of the Mask, or you know, just type it in. You know, that should be our little test to see if you got this far to the episode. You know, we're gonna start doing that now, right?
Exactly.
That's our new bit. Man, I was gonna mention something else. Speaking of YouTubers, you ever tell me if you ever experienced this, Spo. Have you ever like got recommended something from a YouTube video and you check it out and you're all like, well, that wasn't that good. Like, they kind of hyped it too much.
Yeah. What was yours?
Mine was, there was 2 instances I could think of. One was like a Red Letter Media video. And you know what? I'll say this. In the video, they didn't say the movie was good.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. I'm contradicting my earlier statement. But they did say this movie isn't good, but the ending is super crazy, right? And it was a movie called The Other. I think that's what it was called. And it was like on like Amazon Prime. I had to like rent it because they said like, yeah, the movie's kind of whatever, but the ending's super crazy. And I watched the movie and I'm like, yeah, the ending is crazy, but it's not worth it enough to watch the whole movie, to be honest, right? So I felt like ripped off. And if you go to Letterboxd, and if you go to like that movie, you're gonna see people like reviewing it saying like, what the fuck, Red Letter Media was fucking with me. And I mean, yeah, no, that was just that was not worth it. That's my first example that I could think of. And the other example, all right, yep, it's called The Other 2025. But the other example I could think of is I saw this Super Eye Patch Wolf video where he I think he was talking about random movies, and he mentioned a movie called Rap World. Have you heard about this movie?
Oh yeah, that was like a it was like a YouTube like movie that was like trying to be like a 2008 found footage thing, right?
Yeah, and I didn't like. I went into it like only from his recommendation. I didn't really look up much about it. And once I saw like who who the people were behind the movie, I thought like, oh, okay, this is like a comedy. This isn't like a kind of like they were trying to be as authentic as possible. I mean, it gets pretty authentic, but
yeah,
it's supposed to take place in 2009, and one of the directors is Connor. Oh my god, my nose is clogging up. It's called Connor O'Malley. Have you heard of this guy? He's a comedian.
No, I've seen the video. I don't think I've heard of this guy's comedy stuff.
He's done like he did. Have you seen the one? It went around. It was called the pipe rock theory. It's like it starts like one of those fucking like clipped like podcasting where it's like, have you heard about the pipe rock theory? There's all these rocks and they have pipes.
Yeah.
And then it just cuts to he's like looking. He's like, I'm gonna go to this Target and talk to a man who says they have more information on pipe rocks. And then when he goes there, the video cuts to kind of like a predator hunting style video, and it just keeps changing. And it's a pretty funny video. But so that guy is the guy who is involved in the creation of Rap World. He's one of the co-directors, and I wasn't expecting it to be that much of a comedy, and I watched it. And Super Eye Patch Wolf was like hyping it up, and I watched it, and I'm like, "Oh, it's like okay, it's not bad. I never felt bored, but it wasn't like the funniest thing ever." I did see all the reviews were kind of like, "This is so realistic to 2009," and I'm like, "Yeah, I bet," but like I wasn't like a 30-year-old in 2009, so
yeah,
I like it doesn't work for me. I'll say this: the most unrealistic part of the movie was that, like, okay, all these white guys, there's only white guys in the movie, all these white guys who are trying to be rappers, a lot of them should just be casually saying the N-word. That would make it like more realistic to 2009, like unironically.
Yeah, people were just, a little bit more, they let it slip, especially in 2009.
Yeah, they let it slip, and these characters they presented in this movie, they like, okay, they feel like they would just let it slip. Like, it doesn't feel like they wouldn't be this woke about it,
There's just some very woke white boys in 2009. Wokeness didn't exist at that point.
Wokeness didn't exist, right? So it's so. But like that's not like the worst thing ever. Like you could still enjoy the movie. Like the movie's still enjoyable. I'll say that much. But like, for how much like Super Eye Patch Wolf was hyping it up, I was like, all right, but I don't know. This one just fine. I mean, I'm happy I watched it, but like, so it's no Monkey Bone, So
yeah, no Monkey Bone, unfortunately. It's the highest bar to clear. The main takeaway is it should have been more racist. Not like it's not. Should have been more racist.
I feel like, look, if you're gonna make a movie that captures a certain period, and then people were racist during that period, it's fine. Be racist, like
nah. I kind of feel that way about like One Battle After Another. Like I feel like the evil racist like cabal guys, they should have been saying the N-word more, to prove that just how because they're already like over the top racist, right?
Right. But that's a very like I feel like a very common thing I've been seeing where like we're gonna present this evil character, but like damn, they're not homophobic, they're not racist. Right.
Yeah.
I think though it's fine because I think the idea is that they didn't want to like they weren't trying to make like a serious thing. It was like a sketch comedy. Well, it isn't a sketch comedy movie, but it was like a comedy first.
Yeah.
And they want like all people walks of life to watch it and enjoy it, right? So they're not gonna like they're not gonna like give it that period piece accuracy, but it's accurate enough that people could like be a little nostalgic for that era, and it works. And for a lot of people, a lot of times nostalgia is like you correct things in what you remember. So like you could easily like be nostalgic about an era where you weren't a good person, but you totally forget that part of you being a bad person, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, there was no way I was saying that much slurs back in the day. You got me?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you kind of think of how many ends pass by like it was just dust in the wind, but no, I think I see what you mean.
Like dust in the wind. Yeah. Have you ever been tricked by a YouTuber?
Tricked by a YouTuber.
You ever been disappointed? Disappointed?
I feel like when it comes to
everything a YouTuber recommended to you, or like, damn, they're right. That was that good.
There was one that I liked that was pretty good. It wasn't really YouTuber that recommended it to me, but it was like Twitter or whatever. I don't know if you've watched a show called Too Kawaii for Comfort.
Oh yeah. People, that one was making the rounds again because I think it came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And that one was good. I like that one.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's a very good like web series that I think is very underrated. Like it's it definitely I love like Napoleon Dynamite kind of stuff where it's like just glimpses into days of the life of like just a random assortment of characters where you don't really get a lot expounded upon them. That you just sort of see this day in their life and sort of you have to find out like, okay, what was it? What are these people's deal? You know? And I feel like this really does that well.
It's crazy how much like people have forgotten Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Because that was like a cultural touchstone, for a specific, very like. When did Napoleon Dynamite come out? Because I want to say it was like the second like George Bush term when it came out, right?
2004. So yeah, I think it might have been right at the beginning of it.
Oh damn! Yeah, it's very very post 9/11,
very post 9/11. These guys, they don't know the towers fell. They're in their own fucked up little reality where they still think it's 1970.
They live in Idaho. Yeah, that's where it takes place. But but because of how it's presented, it could be any fucking town, really. Oh, gee whiz! I wonder what this director is doing nowadays. Whoa, Minecraft.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is that was the most bizarre thing that I saw that he was doing, the Minecraft movie, because like the live action scenes definitely do feel like something you'd see out of Napoleon Dynamite or Gentleman Broncos. Then like they go to Minecraft world. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's a Minecraft movie.
Well, we're in Minecraft world. They put Napoleon Dynamite in Minecraft world. I think that'd be kind of interesting.
I think Napoleon Dynamite would be such a popular Minecraft YouTuber. He would groom so many kids.
Damn, you beat me to it.
We're all at the draw waiting for the pedophile joke.
Who's gonna make the first pedophile joke? Damn, what is this guy doing? I mean, the lead for Napoleon Dynamite. What the fuck? What was like the last thing he was in?
I feel like he's one of those guys like Leonard Nimoy who just he did a role so well that he just got typecast as that role forever. I guess same with like Giancarlo, right? Where it's like he did Napoleon Dynamite, and every other thing he's in is just him doing Napoleon Dynamite again. Like I remember he was in Legend of Korra as like. Because it's like in the third season where like where the airbenders had come back and there was like an airbending like some loser guy who was just Napoleon Dynamite and fucking J.K. Simmons had to be like, this guy fucking sucks. I need to shave his head and teach him how to be a cool airbender.
He was in Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania, reprising his role as Chicken Joe.
Oh, he was Nick and Joe. Okay.
He was Chicken Joe. Yeah, he was the iconic Chicken Joe.
We all remember. We all love Chicken Joe here.
Big Chicken Joe fans. Surf's Up gets 6 on the Fupa meter.
6 on the Fupa meter. That's respectable. All right.
See, yeah. the Fupa scale. We'll come up with a clever the Fupa fathoms. The Fupa.
The Fupometer.
Fupometer. How much do we get on the Fupometer?
Let's look at the Fupometer here, folks.
It's fucking. a giant thermostat. It's filled with purple goo, and it leaks out, and it gets so high it leaks out, covers our table, and then and coincidentally we don't have shoes on. It's just our bare feet. I was like, oh, the purple goo is all over our feet now.
It's another purple goo party, everyone. I'm sorry to say, we don't know who. Someone keeps letting this damn goo out.
And then one of us starts crying because we're like, no, not again.
Not the goo. Oh,
we're crying out of frustration because this is we keep doing the purple goo bit over and over and over and over again.
The people love it. All right, they're saying every time someone comments, said, "Where's the goo?" And I'm like, we can't keep doing it. I don't know who this guy is. It's like that one. I watch a lot of like cooking shorts, and there's this one like guy whose whole gimmick is that he makes food but bigger, so he'll make like a big chocolate bar or like a big fucking Oreo or whatever, and he's been harassed for his entire career by the same guy to make him to say, I need you to make a big grape, and he's just, and at this point everyone has just followed in on like, yeah, make a big grape right now, and all of his comments are him saying big grape, big grape, big grape. It's like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's possible to make a big grape.
Like growing one in a garden, or like
make one like you would make
like a cake that's like just looks like a big grape, or
that's the confusing part. Is like, how do you make a grape? They're not. You can't just make one like singular too, not just like. I don't know. I hope he does, or else it's over for him.
I imagine he meets strangers at the bus stop, and they talk, and he tells them what he does, and he explains, oh yeah, my gimmick is I just make food but bigger, and he starts getting serious, and he's all like, there's people who want to kill me because of that.
There are people who want me dead. If I see someone who says they want me to make a big grape, I get a shiver down my spine.
You make a big grape or we'll kill your daughter.
and then you see like everyone else in the bus, they unzip their hoodies and it's just big grape written on them, and he's gone. No one saw him again. They made him a big grape.
That's awful. They all crowded him, and then when they all moved away, he was just a big grape. That's my
good old grape boy.
That would be the Meat Canyon video about this topic of whatever this guy's name is. Make food, big cook, or whatever his name is.
Exactly, great boy.
The Big Chef. He's like the reverse of Little Chef.
Oh yeah, Little Chef.
Yeah, remember Little Chef? You remember Little Chef?
Remember Little Chef? Well, unfortunately, he had a fentanyl overdose. Bet you feel so bad for supporting him now and giving him money. He used it all to buy fentanyl.
Right. Yeah, you didn't know about his drug addiction. And to be honest, it didn't even take that much fentanyl because he's tiny. He's a little chef. So.
He's very tiny. He honestly, a normal amount of fentanyl killed him.
He just had to take a quick whiff of it, and it was enough. He fucking started convulsing on the floor.
The fucked up thing is it was secondhand smoke from someone else's fentanyl. Like, that killed him.
Yeah, his friends, Spider Jimmy or whatever his name is, had fentanyl on him, and he took a whiff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I saw like what 2 episodes of Little Chef, and damn, they weren't lying. He was a little chef. He was cooking and shit.
He was cooking shit, man. It's sad. And at the end of every episode, they have to have a big memoriam of him.
Memoriam. He We are Little Chef. We carry the flame.
We carry the little spatula.
We carry the little spatula. We cook the little meals.
For our little friends.
What if, like, he also gets harassed. He gets, like, the reverse of that other guy. He's like, make a little grape.
Make a small grape.
Because in his world, grapes would be big. Yeah, so he's like, they're like, oh, shrink the grape. And he's like, I can't do that. That's not something I can do.
I hate being back on this show.
And they keep harassing him, and someone slipped him fentanyl.
Someone slipped him some fent. Oh,
right, yeah.
Tragic.
Someone put some fent in his like donuts that he ate. Oh
They
my
thought
God.
he was doing they thought he was doing a cool like you know, a cool little trick, but it was a fentanyl.
Why is he standing like that?
Is he trying to suck his own dick? That's pretty cool. Oh no, he's fentanyling. Oh damn. Oh, that's just sad.
Damn, it's over. He's outside of 7-Eleven asking for change.
There's literally nothing funny about that.
This is not funny. Stop laughing. This is a real problem in this country. You say, fuck.
There's little men out there. They're asking for change. They get one big coin.
His baby Yoda's on. He's like,
Dude,
he's doing the little. He's doing the little lead, and the Mandalorian's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that?"
It's just his body's so small. He's leaning so hard.
He's thinking Mandalorian's thinking like, oh, because his head is so big, he's like struggling to hold it up because he's a baby Yoda. But no, he's on Fett, and this is, and you know, Mandalorian is aware of this because he's tried to like use the Force to get Fett before, and he told him no, don't do that.
Yeah,
but he sneaked it in.
Yeah, then he's like, "Yo, okay, little bunny," and smash cuts to him with flies buzzing on him. And that's the end of Mandalorian Grogu. They cross him out and say, "Don't worry, guys. We got a new baby character. Grogu. His contract was he was asking for too much money. What's the next baby Star Wars character we need?
Baby Salacious Crumb."
Baby Crumb, name, baby. Right? Yeah.
Baby Crumb. Yeah, he's like, so now it's Mandalorian and Baby Crumb, but all Baby Crumb does is like laugh.
Yeah.
Every little thing he does, he's like, ah! He's like doing the Muppet wave, ah! Like the way he laughs.
do you think that Robert Crumb like thinks about him being named after that little ape thing from Star Wars with the little... Do you think he's like mad about that?
He has a mental breakdown. He's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to France. I gotta live there the rest of my life.
I gotta get
far away from this guy.
The Bible. God.
He's a crazy character. I'm really happy he's not on social media.
Yeah, no. He's one of those guys that I'm just like, man, you're still alive. It's like Don Bluth, you know. It's like, man, come on, fucking TikTok.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, any day now, really. I think so. You better start buying up them Robert Crumb books because he's still drawing them.
Yeah, he's still making them. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where I'm glad I bought all those Ed Piskor books before he died because their value went up.
Oh hell yeah! Haha, cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
That's awful. What if his freaking sister who's still alive hears that?
Oh boy.
She probably has heard a version of that too, because like
just people just like on r/comics just saying #cha-ching about Ed Piskor's death. Yeah.
People said that about Stan Lee when he died.
Listen, they were already draining blood out of his body. All right, like that was his own family were doing that.
They put millions into making a Stan Lee AI so they could keep putting him in Marvel movies and get paid.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
They can put him in anything now. Technically, if you think about it,
you can put him in Fortnite.
It's okay. You could AI like voice him like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Excelsior, God. True believer. I got that Giat. 6'7". What else? What else does he say? Fuck, is there a new? I'm Luke's Maxine. I'm Spider-Man.
I'm mewing
with
my clavicular skin. I hope he's not in prison.
The amazing clavicular, the spectacular clavicular.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That guy wasn't real until like a week ago.
Yeah, no, they made him out of clay.
They made him out of purple goop. They put it.
Yeah.
They put him in a mold, into a man mold.
The reason that like his face is so flat is because he was pushed against the tube when they were growing him in it.
That would suck.
Yeah,
you're like the fucking. You're like the homunculus that got born with a flat face, and like, yeah, we can't like fix that because they'll kill you.
They got a whole tank of claviculars, like General Snoke in Rise of Skywalker.
That's what they're like building under the White House ballroom, dude. The clavicular tanks are there.
They're building a whole army. They're gonna unleash them on Iran.
It's part. Damn! Oh my God! Speaking of, okay, as of today, because we're recording this on April 7th, it is. Didn't Trump say like in 8 hours he's gonna do something about Iran? Didn't he say he had like a threat? He had a massive threat. It has not happened as of yet. As far as I checked my phone, I think he's talking about East Coast time.
Oh
but
boy!
I think like at 8 maybe or something. Something awful is gonna happen, and
But at 8 p.m. it's gonna suddenly become daytime again for some reason for like 2 minutes.
Damn! Oh God!
You're like, is there another sun over there on the wrong side, huh? Oh, I'm sure that'll be fine.
That's really cool. I love that. Okay, so I see that nothing has showed up on Twitter news.
Yeah.
So nothing bad has happened.
I think it'll be fine. Listen, nothing bad ever happens. All right, that's the Fupa Fellas motto.
Nothing bad ever happens, and sure, you could like list down a bad thing, but we're gonna be like, oh no, but if it happened. See, nothing bad happens. So if something happens, it's by default not bad. You know? Like,
we don't consider that, you know, it's like we have different ideas of what bad is, and don't ask us to define it.
I like to call it Bible logic, if you will, okay? So, like, if it's good, it's God. If it's bad, it's the devil. You know, that's the kind of high mind thinking we do here at the Fupa Fellas.
Yeah, we love the Bible here.
We love the Bible. I love the Bible. I was thinking about buying a Bible. And
why
like
so?
Okay, well here's the next epic part. You're gonna love this. This is my cool epic idea.
Okay.
Buy the Bible and add a bunch of sticky notes to all the like lines that are problematic.
Yeah.
So I could pull it out to any of these then he's a Christian, then he's Catholic, and be like, what about this problematic line in the Bible?
It seems like he calls his donkey an ass. Don't you think that's rude to the animal?
I love how Jesus walks around the issue of slavery. He just doesn't directly say it's a bad thing. He just keeps walking around it. Like,
he just keeps sidestepping it. He keeps doing tricks over it.
He says other things are bad, like explicitly, except for slavery. He'll keep avoiding the topic of slavery. What would I do by that?
You know, back then, slaves just did it for love of the game. You know, maybe that's it.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. They like it's crazy. It's insane. They like use the Bible to justify slavery. I wonder how that happened.
Me with all my insane passages I've highlighted in the Bible.
That would be my epic. I haven't been in enough scenarios where I feel justified in doing that, but like I've been in some where I'm like, oh my God, I wish I would like, because I had some people, like specifically coworkers, who would like would say the usual crazy things, and I'm like, all right, okay, it's like. I hate that I have to know shit about the Bible to disprove shit that you're saying. Like, I wish I didn't have to give a shit. And to be honest, I don't have to give a shit. I guess it's just a me problem, potentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah, no, it's just, it's, you just gotta get on the debate circuit, you know? I think that's what you gotta do.
We gotta. No thanks. I don't want it up like Charlie Kirk. He was shot for his opinions, Spo. I don't know if you knew this.
Well, all you gotta do is just wear a big iron neck brace, and then they'll bounce off.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy how they didn't miss his big ass head. Oh my god!
Would have been too easy.
I saw they want a challenge. I saw like people more often wearing the Freedom shirt. Like I see it more casually now, more than like the MAGA hats.
That's crazy. I guess the Freedom shirt is at least like safe from like a distance, right?
You can justify it by
enough,
like You could justify it by like it like, oh well, you know, he died and that's bad, and I guess we could all agree that dying is bad.
Yeah.
Like on a like, you know, Chris Pratt, Mario. I don't know if you knew this. He played Mario.
Yeah.
He you know, he felt bad when Charlie Kirk died. He honored him in the Mario movie.
Yeah, you know, I always thought saying in loving memory of Charlie Kirk at the end of the Mario Galaxy movie, it was pretty touching, you know. They didn't have to do it, but they did, you know.
Yeah, when they defeated Bowser, he said, "This one's for Charlie."
This one's for Charlie. Send out Mr. Game & Watch.
And then and Mr. Game & Watch pulls out a sniper and snipes the dry Bowser.
It is really funny how, like, in one of like the celebrity interviews for like the Mario movie for babies, Charlie Day's like, my favorite Luigi is Luigi Mangione.
That's awesome. It's happening more casually.
Yeah, you know, like, it's really night and day between Mario and Luigi. You know, I feel like that's fair. Mario, he's definitely the more conservative, and Luigi, he's like, yeah, man, I love Luigi Mangione.
He's more woke. Mario, he complains. He complains about Hassan, and he has a big issue. He's complaining about Hassan, like, at least I'm out here helping the galaxy, unlike this Hassan character who's just on his streams.
Yeah, no, that segment of the Mario Galaxy movie was strange. I don't know why he like posted Hassan's like name and address.
And he sends a bullet bill to his house.
Toad holds up a QR code saying to subscribe to Asmongold. It was kind of fucked up.
That was crazy. The Asmongold cameo. He was he manifests out of the purple goop. No.
Yeah, no, we don't talk. We can't spoil everything in the movie. Come on now.
Well, there's a million things a minute in the movie, so like. It's fine. You're gonna forget a lot of it anyway, and then you're gonna have to rewatch it and be like, "Oh yeah, that guy was in the movie," you know. Yeah,
that's the tagline on the DVD. You're gonna forget a lot of it anyway. So when you watch it again, it's like you're watching a new movie.
It's like you're getting another movie, like an extra movie. Hell yeah, that's what I want. I want a movie that's so forgettable I can rewatch it, experience it new all over again.
That's the optimal movie experience.
It's called movie magic, baby. I don't know if you heard of this technique.
It's technique, yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like you're trying to get an 100% run on this movie, just like the gamers love that.
That's true. You have to remember everything that was in the movie, and then you're forced to take a test at the end, and you're like, oh, was a Goomblino in the movie? Was a dry piranha plant in the movie? And was fucking Coops in the movie? Trying to think of more.
You're telling me you don't remember Okiki? Wow, you're not allowed to go to movies for at least 6 months.
You fucking overlooked the Duplass cameo. All right, buddy. Okay. I don't think this guy knows anything about Mario.
How could you not know the Yoshi's Island reference? It was so obvious. Bowser Jr., he shoot him with the baby gun.
You didn't see Oinky Doinky, bro. He was in the movie for
we
2
all love
seconds.
Oinky Doinky.
Oinky Doinky and Flip Flop and Dubis Scrabble.
Yeah, these are good. These
are all real characters.
These are real characters. They were in Diddy Kong Racing. In
the Donkey Kong movie, they're gonna avoid calling him Diddy Kong.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if like in Bonanza, Diddy Kong is a character. Do they just like redact his name? He's just redacted Kong. Know.
Redacted Kong, R Kong,
R Kong,
Dacty. Well, the thing is that like. Should it's a coward move to bend the knee just because it has the same nickname as a pedophile. God damn it! Nintendo was there first.
I mean, what was it? I feel like Diddy Kong was named that way because of Sean Diddy Combs.
Shigeru Miyamoto went to a Diddy party. He's like, "Oh, this guy is really cool. I'm gonna name a character. I'm gonna name a monkey character."
I think I think it was rare, So it's technically British guys who were like, "Yeah, we should name a monkey after this Diddy guy." But
wow. That's why they have to. Thing. That's why they have to remove Diddy, not because like it's a reference to a pedophile, but because they know like, oh, that's racist that we named a monkey after a black guy.
Yeah, no, maybe that's why they don't touch it, because there's plausible deniability there. They'll be like, is this named after? No one can say, why did you name that monkey after P. Diddy? It's like, what makes you think we named it after P. Diddy? Doesn't look like him. Why you think that? What about him reminds you of P. Diddy? And then
we're gonna
and that's the stalemate that it's like, okay, then we keep him. No one has to know.
Like at the end of the Donkey Kong movie, they defeat King K. Rool, and then Diddy's like, I feel a Diddy party coming. Oh my god.
I think people would definitely clip that on social media and use it to react to when real pedophiles get arrested on Twitter.
Oh boy, pedophiles get arrested? Nah, that can't be true.
In this day and age?
This day, no, dude. They go to the highest positions in office in this day and age, buddy. They're the most powerful people in the world.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Not really, though. Not on the Fupa Fellas.
No, I take that out of the Fupa Fellas.
Not here. We hate pedophiles here personally.
Yeah, exactly. Hot take. We hate pedophiles.
Yeah.
And no other podcast will dare say that.
Yeah. Even Palm Beach Pete, even if you look like one.
Oh my god. I forgot about Palm Beach Pete.
We got to do those episode 1 callbacks, baby. It's all an interconnected story.
Every episode's like 2 weeks apart from each other, so it's so long and you forget things. I was like, yeah, I guess we did talk about that, huh? In the previous episode, huh?
Absolutely.
Interesting. Absolutely. I know I got What else I got? What else I got in the old noggin? What have you been up to, Spo?
Just mostly been working with commissions and whatnot. That's definitely something that's always interesting. Something we can talk on. Have you ever had any strange commission stories? Just some odd customers.
I've had some people. I guess the weirdest things is like when people like want me to draw like things that I'm like not comfortable drawing with, and I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
like
that's fair.
There's this one guy who I remember, like I think he had a whole thing about like tiny guys banging big women, and which could be anybody. That sounds like a million different guys.
Yeah. Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids small, kind of tiny, or like
more like I guess like you could say people like he was really into like kind of like Koopas, okay. I guess, like banging women, right? And the Koopas are like kind of like small creatures,
Yeah.
I remember he asked me to like, if he wanted me to draw Mr. Teeny from The Simpsons, like banging this other like female character from The Simpsons, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's like a whole monkey.
That's a whole. Yeah, it's one of those things where like if if this is like what you're coming at me with, is like I'll toss a normal one to him. That like I don't want to know what's like the one where I'm 10 commissions deep, and you're like, well, you already did this. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, because once you draw one of them, it's like it's like a line that's crossed, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you already drew this one, so you might as well draw this, blah blah blah. Blah. And just, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say like, well, you know, I'm trying to get far away from that kind of the stuff I do anymore, blah blah blah. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It's I wasn't
gonna
do that. I wasn't gonna do that one.
No, I get you. It's
yeah.
I remember I had one that was odd. It was one I didn't take, but it was like a guy who like had this very specific scenario he constantly wanted drawn. It was like this little turtle character who would like get knocked out of his shell and be all like dizzy-eyed or whatever, and like it was his profile picture. I looked at his account and it was like him replying that to every like person asking for requests, like his, you know how like someone's media feed will just be the same image over and over again.
Like,
I saw that,
like,
and
drawing OCs,
and I saw the DM pop up is like, do you know what I want? And it says like Dizzy Turtle Fan 94 or whatever. It's like, I think I do, and I don't think I don't know what this is, but I feel like you're jacking off to this somehow.
I crossed the line at Dizzy Turtles.
I just don't know what you're getting out of this, getting it multiple times. But you know, more power to you. I guess I'm just not strong enough.
I mean, I get it. I mean, personally, I've like stopped taking commissions. Not because like I've been freaked out, but like there's like other things I want to focus on. I have been getting back into rebooting my older comic Villainverse.
Oh yeah.
And I finished rough drafting it, and
oh nice.
I finished a version of drafting it. Now I'm like rough drafting it again, and because now because like when during the rough drafting process you let everything be messy, and I'm like, okay, now I gotta organize this mess so I know what to draw, right?
Yeah.
And mostly what I've done is draw them like on index cards, and I kind of like I draw it like how I'm gonna see the drawing itself be drawn on the actual page, right? And with the index cards, I could like, I could have them next to each other, like they're panels in the book, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll know what like page is gonna be looking at what, you know. And that's a very, if you are the kind of creative that like really wants to, you know, see what the project is going to in general look, so you could kind of like have a certain, because when people make comics, some of the things a lot of people overlook is not just like what specific, some people just kind of stop at what's in the panel, right? Like I'm just focused on what's in the panel, but like you should also be focusing on like page layout, and if you want to take that extra step, you should be focusing on like what pages are going to be next to each other.
Yeah, you know? Like thinking of the like how it leads the eye and all that, and making sure they all sort of flow together into one piece.
One piece, yeah. And I think so that's something I've been like really thinking about, because I really want to like. I've told my partner about this, but I really want it to be that doing this reboot was like worth it. Because for the past like couple years, I've been doing nothing but short comics, kind of like in an attempt to get more popular, and like it's worked. But like, there's people who were like making like short comics around the time I started making them, and they're doing way better than me, you know. And a part of me is like I'll admit, like I get jealous. Specifically, I'll get jealous of like if someone was people who were making comics when I started doing it, and now they're like way more popular and they're actually making money, right? Like I admit that about myself, but the kind of annoying thing though, and this is something I kind of like had to kind of accept, was that, well, I'm kind of like half-assing this. I'm not really putting everything into this because I ain't trying to be like Gary Larson, you know? Like I like Gary Larson, but I'm not trying to be like Gary Larson. I'm not trying to be like the creator like Garfield.
That level of you got to think of like the level of consistency and also just like luck that goes into that. Where it's like there's a lot of factors that are kind of out of your control, and all you can do is your best. And I mean, I think you've managed to grow a lot since you and I've known you, you know?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. But what I was trying to say is that, like, I wasn't putting that much effort because this isn't really my passion. Like, the shit that I'm trying to make like stuff like Chainsaw Man. I'm trying to make stuff like these bigger, longer, more like stories. That's like that's what I'm really passionate about, and I would put way more effort into that if I was doing that. It just didn't seem like financially feasible. But it's kind of gotten to that point where I'm like, well, the economy's fucked. It's hard to like even get a job. Everyone is struggling just to get a job. So at this point, it's like, might as well just be following your dream, you know?
Yeah, and that's a good way to look at it, because like, yeah, you know, you got to do the stuff that like gets eyes on your stuff, and now you've built enough at least to where you can be like, okay, I have that audience that I may not have had when I was originally doing this comic, so let's try doing this again.
Well, and which is crazy because I don't even think like it's that, like, if comparatively from when I wasn't doing this, it wasn't like that big of a jump, I guess, right? But
yeah,
it was a jump, but it wasn't like a massive one. Like I didn't like oh fuck, I'm like web comic royalty or nothing, you know. But yeah, and like now I'm like, okay, I really just want to do like Villainverse. I really just want to focus on like the projects that I'm not doing just to be popular, but I'm doing because like, oh, I'm like, this is like a passion of mine. This is like, you know, the real stories I want to tell. You know, I'm not like, my passion isn't making Latino worm comics. You know, that's like that's fine. That's a funny joke, you know. But at the same time, it's like I want to be known at like you got to think about like when people talk about you, what are the type of conversations you want to be put into, you know? Like, what type of conversation would you want your name to pop up in, right?
Yeah, it's definitely something to, like, think about, especially when you're doing creative stuff. And it's like, you hypothetically want to be the stuff that you're passionate about. And, like, you might as well try your best to do that, you know, especially if you've managed to, you know, put in the work to build that audience and see what people want. It's always sort of the balancing act that you got to do.
100%. You know what, Spo? I have no idea what are the things you want to do. Now I think about it.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where there are definitely projects that I am working on and whatnot. I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like to talk about them until I have something to show, you know, because it's one of those things where you talk about talking about working something to someone kind of makes it feel like you actually accomplished it when you haven't made anything yet. So that's always been my idea. Like, have something to show first, then talk about what you want to do beyond it. No,
I gotcha. I think it's good to identify if you're that type of person. But something like with me that I've like done over the course of years of just doing like a bunch of creative things is that I would just tell people, because like I have like gotten over, because like there's this one YouTube video that I used to watch all the time, kind of like as motivational video, but now recently the guy who made the video put it behind like a membership only option, so I can't rewatch it. But like there was something that he described something that was like a feeling I felt before, like, oh, he put it into words, where he talks about like something called the wall, where like there's this thing you want to do, but then you feel like there's this wall there of like, well, do I really want to do this? Or like, oh, can I really make this, right? And I think everyone gets that. And what you got to do is just like, one of the reasons you might get that wall is because you keep telling people about projects, and then you get the same feeling that you already accomplished it, right? Yeah. But B, and this is something that I do, is like I have gotten so used to breaking through that wall. To me, that wall almost doesn't fucking exist, right? Because I've just constantly just like broken through, just like boom, boom, just done it. Like, so often I'm like, oh, I can just do this now, right? Because I mean, you've been in voice calls with me before, and like people who've probably listened to like previous podcast episodes, I've talked about like, oh, I have this one idea for a comic, and by the time the episode comes out, the comic is already drawn, right? Yeah. Because I've just gotten so used to like just boom, boom, just breaking through it, you know, right? Like, I'd say it's a little bit different with the Villainverse reboot, because there's like a whole different trap that happens, and you might have seen this with other people who make comics, where like it's kind of a trap to constantly reboot that one old comic over and over again, because like if you already did it once, if you already rebooted it once, in your head you think like, well, it's pretty easy to just reboot it again, because I feel like I almost got it right, you know. But I think you also got to be like committed to your decisions, you know. And I feel like something
I feel like that was one. That's something I was wondering about. It's like, why reboot it instead of just continuing where you left off?
Oh, well, because my art style has really improved, right? And now I can looked at like the previous work like more critically, you know. And also something funny that my partner told me was kind of like, yeah, there was like a lot of issues I had with certain chapters, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was like certain chapters you didn't really like. So that made me really go reflect on it. And but now I'm kind of like going for like kind of a more different approach, like this reboot, like there won't be a prologue. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm just fusing the prologue and chapter 1 together, and it's kind of like, it's like it has everything there. It just kind of does the thing where like things are told out of order, but it's not like convoluted. Like if you read prologue in chapter 1, it's like all the same information is there. It's just I just present it like at different times, you know, at like moments I feel like, okay, this would be more, you know, kind of like interesting. I was thinking a lot about like when you make something, I think it's very important to know right away like what your work is about. Like, or okay, let's say there's a certain feeling you want an audience to get from your work, and this feeling, if it's like the feeling that like the whole work encompasses, you should be delivering that feeling like right away, like instantly tell people, oh, this is what like it like, you know, looks like. And like I mean I'll say a little bit of what happens in the story, but like one thing that I'm showing in Villainverse that I didn't really show in the original version was what does like a non-villain character look like, you know, like who are the people who aren't villains, who aren't the wacky like space villains, you know, what's their normal life, and like how does that intersect with like what goes on with villains. And I came up with this whole like scenario, and this is kind of like the first like big violent scene you see, you know, like, oh, this is kind of almost casual life, right? And the villains are like these almost like a plague on society for people, you know. And I present that like right away. I get like I really, you know, I really want to show, oh, this is a big universe with a lot of characters, you know, doing a lot of that One Piece thing where they just introduce 50 new characters at the same time kind of thing, you know. And like, oh, I kind of want to do that. Like every chapter there's just like 50 new villains. Right. And but the way it's presented, it's like I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be overwhelming, because even though there's so many villains, we really only care about maybe like 5 of them. Right. And those guys are gonna be the people we follow, you know. It's just more like, oh, this universe is so filled with villains, you can't turn a corner without running into one, you know. And I feel like I want to, you know, I also want to like, because I know that the concept could hook more people, but I need to like, you know, present it better, you know, really like really show people that like, oh yeah, these ideas I got, they're like worth it, you know. This is an interesting story to get into, you know. So that's where like I'm going like with this, you know. And the great thing about not being that popular is you could reboot a bunch of comics if you want, because like it can't be like imagine like J.K. Rowling just rebooting Harry Potter in the middle, where they're like, I guess I'm gonna like, I kind of like this early chapter. That's dumb, because you're so popular at that point. Like
I
you can't just do that. That is the
thing. Like you were making Villainverse and stuff before you became big, so it's one of those things where most people are following. You probably don't even know about it. So you can really just bring it back out again, just sort of be like, yeah, check this out.
Yeah, exactly. And the previous people who were into Villainverse, like, you know, they're gonna be like, oh, cool, it's back.
Yeah.
Also, here's the thing: it's not gonna be like it won't. When you read this reboot, it's not gonna feel like you're not gonna be like, oh, I already read this story. Like, it's gonna feel different. Like I promise you, it's gonna feel different. You know, so many things have. Another one thing too is like I've focused a little bit more on like world building, not like, oh, now there's more lore. Like, no, not like that. Like it's all the same lore, but like, and a lot of times in kind of like sci-fi or fantasy setting, you got to come up with like new names for things that people are like aware of. Like, oh, they don't call horses in this universe. They call them something else, you know, and that makes it unique to like the story, right? Like, oh, like because there's no humans, they can't use the word people or whatnot. They in Villainverse, everyone calls each other a ghoul. So there's no people. People just use the word ghoul to reference people. Like, oh, look at all these ghouls. Like, oh, there's so many ghouls here. You know. And there's their own.
I love that.
Yeah, and there's their own villain slang, you know, and all these like specific things and the things they say because they don't have a concept of a Christian God, and it's all these like new kind of like little kind of like, okay, now this is its own unique place, right? You it's not just like because in Villainverse there was like so many things that I would say that like be like, oh, I guess it implies that like humans or whatnot exist and blah blah blah, you know.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's one of those things where like a lot of our language is sort of built the idea, like you think of like if someone says goodbye, that just means God be with you, which if someone which is like you don't think that, but like saying goodbye implies, okay, so does God exist? but like most people don't think that, because it's like, God just means goodbye.
Yeah, it's also very kind of like, I guess like a nerdy thing to give a shit about, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not like like there's like certain sci-fi stories where people think very hard about the physics, right? And like think about all the mathematical equations. Like I did like in this version of Villainverse, I really thought about like the number of villains that exist. Like, okay, well here's like relatively like the numbers, and it's like, oh, it's gotten like past like the millions. Certain villains that we follow are like their rank is in the millions, right? And the whole thing with Villainverse is like the lower number you have on the rank, the more evil you are, because it's all about being number one, you know, right? But I do convey that. I feel like in the reboot I do a decent job conveying that, you know. Yeah. And and I just want to like finish this like as fast as like possible, so because I'm gonna try something new with this, you know. I'm gonna
I mean, you know, it's always good to try to make something that you can finish, because like, you know, that's one of those things. Like your whole wall analogy, like I definitely feel a similar way. It's like if I have an idea for something, I'll do it. And like the things that always sort of mess me up are like when I try to think of like, and I think it's something every artist kind of falls into the pitfall of being like, oh, I'm gonna make the next big action comic, and it's like, maybe don't do that. Yeah,
you're right.
Maybe it's not, and maybe not everyone can do that, and it's maybe not the best idea.
You don't have to start with One Piece, you know. You don't have to like make your One Piece first. Like, I think what also helps a lot if you have like an ending, because I'll say this with this reboot of Villainverse, like the ending is still the same. Like the original ending I planned, it hasn't changed, right? And that's why it's like I think it's like, oh, it's very easy to get back into this because like nothing has really changed, and like originally we didn't even get to the halfway point of the story, so you know, and it's not even going to be that long. Like I imagine it to be like 12 to 13 issues. I want it to be like 13 issues because 13 is like the evil number, right?
Yeah, no, that's what it's all about,
right? Just like how evil, how like can you put those little fucking stupid esoteric bullshit into your work, you know, to kind of like you make it unique and whatnot, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, fuck, what was like you had a comic out recently, didn't you do like a collab or something?
I have been working on a collab and stuff with some people. It's kind of based off of a D&D game I've been doing with them for a bit. We kind of liked the idea of the narrative, and we're like, how we all draw, so we can probably put a comic together. It's one of those things where I'll definitely have something for it before I talk too much about it. But I think D&D is, and like tabletop games have been my main like creative outlet for like other ways. Like it's a neat way to like get a story out and like can get you kind of thinking, especially get you thinking on the fly and like thinking of ways to like patch things up. Because like if you're dealing with like people who, like if you're writing a story and you're having to deal with 4 or 5 other people who can change the story on a whim whenever they want to, then that makes you have to think on your feet more. And then like when you're actually sitting down and writing a story on your own, it's kind of like you're taking the weighted training clothes off. It's like, okay, I've been doing that pretty well for a while now. Now that I have control of everything, it's going to be a lot easier to piece things together.
No, I got you. I never got into tabletop games. I feel like eventually, I think with any game, I just gotta be in the right environment where I'm like I can just do it feasibly, and it's easy for me. You know,
it's like, you know, it's one of those things where a lot of people think D&D is the one way, and like people get overwhelmed by all the rules and stats. But there's a lot of games that are just like you just need 2 6-sided dice, and like it's a lot more improv or whatever. Like there's one I played called After These Messages, which just uses 2 D6s, and like you're basically a character in a sitcom, and you have to sort of play to an audience and sort of try to make each other laugh to like get points.
That's
which is
awesome.
like it's basically an improv session at that point, which is fun, you know, as long as you're with a group of people you know and are funny.
Right, exactly, because not if you're with strangers, it's gonna be tough sometimes.
Yeah,
I know. I heard about one that's like a maid one where you're a maid.
Oh yeah, no, I have ran that. That one is interesting because like it is mostly about like trying to appease the master, who is a NPC kind of character, and sometimes you also have to save his life from other rival maids who kidnap him.
Oh wow!
It can kind of go in any direction you want to, which is you know, I played a lot of different ones outside of the D&D sphere, and they're definitely, because like D&D is like cool, but it's just if you're trying to do fantasy, and if like you don't fuck with that genre, then like you're not gonna fuck with D&D.
Someone should make like a tabletop game where you like play a sport, like like you're on a football team.
that you know, I'm sure there are some. I'll be honest with you. There's a fucking Baywatch tabletop game.
Damn.
There's just so many out there.
I'm sorry. I just noticed something about. I have this little kind of like hourglass that has like pink goo in it instead of sand, and and I just noticed the little hole at the top. It's the little thing that keeps all the goo in there. It got ripped open, Lord. And I'm like, oh no!
You tell me the goo fell out? Oh well, I can't get the pink on me. I'll be honest with you.
Oh no! All the goop is coming out of my hourglass.
Dude, like goop in the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
You can't live without the goop, but you're lost without the goop, but you also don't want to get lost in the goop.
You don't want to die by
Kanye
the goop.
West.
If you die by the goop, you die in real life.
You live by the goop, you die by the goop. That's the code of the goop.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a good way to bookend it, I think.
I think we all learned some very valuable lessons here about goop.
About goop, about slime,
and
about sludge.
And being creative.
Being creative.
I think next time we'll come up with more topics. I think to talk about.
Yeah.
Don't
worry, guys. If something happens, we'll be the ones to tell you about it. We'll be your first news source on if the bombs fall.
Alright, let's go check the news right now. What's happening? Show more.
Oh,
WEF panel quote sparks debate on valuing air and water. All right. Oh my God!
That's cool.
When Netflix unveils One Piece season 3 anime remake and Lego special. Oh my God!
Oh fuck yeah, dude! They're finally doing Lego One Piece. I feel like I feel like now that the One Piece Lego set is so popular, that they've opened the floodgates for other anime. It's like, sorry, J.K. Rowling, Goku Lego sets kicking your fucking Harry Potter Lego sets ass.
I went to a Lego store yesterday. No, don't think I have money. I just walked in, okay? I didn't get anything. And I saw that the Harry Potter Lego stuff still has like Daniel Radcliffe and like the old crew on it. And it's like, damn, they're gonna have to roll out the one with like the newer actors soon, right? Because they gotta sell off all these as fast as they can.
I mean, it's like,
you know?
I feel like, because like, it's not like you can only get so much of an actor's likeness in a Lego minifig, right? Like you could just say, no, this is just the other kid. It's the same like white boy.
Yeah,
in Harry Potter
in the Lego, but I guess what I'm talking about is on the box set. On the box outside, it's like Daniel Radcliffe.
That's true,
right? So it's like, he's still on all the merch, right? And they gotta blow through all that merch before they start bringing in the new kid.
Well, this is just Harry Potter classic. It's like Sonic, classic Harry Potter got modern Harry Potter.
He shows up at the end of the Voldemort fight. He's all like, "I'm here to help." Right? They cross over just like in Sonic Forces.
Exactly. Harry Potter needs its own Sonic Forces. I think that's what J.K. Rowling wants to retcon into her books.
Right, and he's gonna make Harry Potter more transphobic.
We've awesome. Made an AI bot. We've made an AI version of Daniel Radcliffe who can't talk back to me,
who agrees with me and will never disagree with me ever again. Oh man, okay. Well, I think if you're if you're listening, you got this far, you should comment things you want us to talk about, and we'll mention them. We'll get see
some questions, some comments, some concerns.
Right, exactly. Because I do want us I think I gotta see. We gotta get to a point where we're getting enough demand for like more episodes instead of like bi-weekly, and then we can be more justified in having a Patreon, and building up to like, okay, well, there's a guy we could pay to just edit the episodes, and and then we can pump them out more faster.
Exactly.
I mean, also that we get paid a little, because we're trying to
just a squirrel trying to get a nut. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're just the goop. We're just a goop. We're just a squirrel trying to get the goop,
We're just a squirrel trying to dye some goop, get it right in our orifices.
Right in our toes, in between our little toes, wiggling around in the goop,
I think this bit is great, and we should keep doing it and bringing it back.
Okay, right.
I think we're gonna forget.
We're gonna forget this bit, so in the comment section, don't forget the goop. Remember the goop.
do hashtag Goopgate. All right, let's get it going.
The Fupa Fellas refuse to talk about goop after episode 2. Why do they never acknowledge goop?
It'll be our big grape.
And until they start harassing us in public.
Dude, I would love to get harassed in public.
You want to get harassed in public with guys that have the word goop on their shirt. It's like in the same font as the Freedom shirt with Charlie Kirk. Goop. That'd be horrifying.
We're gonna get sued by Gwyneth Paltrow. I think she owns Goop.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention her. Well, too bad. We're out of time. Too
bad. Goodbye.
Too bad, Gwen. We're out of time.
You want free advertising? Maybe hit us up on X.com or Blue Sky if you've got it.
Right. Exactly. All right, and with that, I'm Chessymanfredo. Who the hell are you?
I'm Spoe.
Yep, that's Spoe. And we're the Fupa Fellas. Good night, everybody.
Have a foop-tastic day.
Fantastic day.